everybody, I'm Tammy. Welcome to the Memorial Day of 2016. We're here in Riverside at the Harley Davidson. What you see next to me are the 5 Angel cars. These are the cars that commemorate Memorial Day, Veterans Day, 9/11, anything to do with the military. By actor Kevyn Howard. We're going to hear more from him in just a second. You may recognize him from Full Metal Jacket, working alongside Clint Eastwood. Here we are with Kevyn. It's so good to be here on Memorial Day, and I know the first time that you came out to see us was at the DGA on Memorial Day in 2012. So tell us how you got your cars launched in the first place.
You know, it all comes from watching our American televisions. We'd all learned that 12 died today, 2 the day before, 5 even the day before that. And I think we all went to sleep. It was sort of like we weren't paying attention to our heroes who were falling for our freedoms, who paid the ultimate sacrifice. That being said, I used to live in a Disney cottage, and with great imagination and maybe Disney's inspiration, I said, how can I make a difference that we recognize those who have fallen for us? And then I built the first Marines Memorial car, and it carries 864 of our Marines who fell in Iraq and Afghanistan. Then I built the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, all the branches of service. Then our police cruisers, because we're killing 1 police officer every 53 hours in our nation. And then decided, you know, this is what they all went to fight for, were the 9/11 Angels. That moment of tragedy. And here it is, all born on the city streets. The fabric of America has become. And I'll tell you, Tamara, it's a real privilege to meet the people we get a chance to meet, to be touched by the spirit of those in uniform. How lucky are we?
I know. And right now, you know, we're coming up on the election. And I know that you have a connection to Donald Trump, and I was at the Miss USA pageant the first year he bought that. I was one of the first contestants to meet him. And so tell us about some ideas that you might have for Donald Trump.
You know, I love what Donald Trump stands for. He reminds me of my father. Son, did you get your chores done? No? Well, then you better get in there and do your homework. And that's something I think that is lacking now in our society. We've given too much freedom to each other. Our children are actually ruling the parent rather than the parent disciplining their child. That being said, I love the way his Make America Great Again. These are his heroes. There are so many people in these cars that Donald Trump knows that he misses too. This is his voice. This is his way of saying to America, I'm jumping in because I need to take our America back in a direction of a yesteryear tradition, that Norman Rockwell feel to us all, that respect for each other. So I want Donald to help me build the new fleet. The new fleet will actually incorporate the 9/11 Angels, the military branches, and our new police cruisers, and set them on the road again. And let 180 million people, one handshake away from somebody in the military, recognize the effort of this and the effort of Donald Trump, who really means well about our country and its direction. So I applaud Donald Trump, I really do.
Right, and speaking of our fathers, my favorite car of yours is the Pentagon car, because my dad served at the Pentagon for 20 years and got the Bronze Star for ground operations against hostile forces. And so, you know, I love you, Dad. He's still doing great today in Arkansas. And so, you know, our fathers built this country, and I'm so happy to be here saluting them today. Anything else you want to add?
Well, is there a possibility of getting your dad to drive one of the Angels with us?
Yeah, he can drive it all the way from Arkansas, all the way out here to California, and see me, visit me finally,
all right,
out here on the beach.
Now that's an invitation to you, Papa Bear.
Hi, Dad. Happy Memorial Day. I'm going to be riding in the Pentagon car. This is part of the Angel fleet. And this is Chuck. He's going to be my driver today. So, happy Memorial Day, Dad.
Great, Tamara, again, for all the great work you do with Fueled by the Fall, and what you do in your life, what you do with your filmmaking, You guys have done some extraordinary work for our veterans. You're keeping people watching the ball, so to speak. And we need to do this all together. If you get a chance, go to Fueled by the Fall and make a pledge to a child's scholarship to an injured hero who's coming home, and let's remind them of 7 forgotten words of our babies. And that would be yes sir, no sir, please, and thank you. That just makes America once again the great nation she always was.
Yeah. And we get the freedom to be in the entertainment industry here, and people are so thrilled when they find out the movies that you've done and the actors that you've worked with. Like Clint Eastwood, Full Metal Jacket, I mean, classics. I mean, it's such a beautiful tie-in with everything that we're doing here today, making movies like that.
Well, I was blessed, and again, thank you. FieldByThePhone.org. I love you, Tamara, the best.
All right, big hug here, celebrating Memorial Day 2016. All the love, everybody.
And we got about 10,000 motorcycles that we're going to escort today.
I stood at Lexington and fired the shot heard around the world. I am Washington, Jefferson, and Patrick Henry. I am John Paul Jones, the Green Mountain Boys, and Davy Crockett. I am Lee and Grant, Frederick Douglass, and Abe Lincoln. I remember the Alamo, the Maine, and Pearl Harbor. When freedom called, I answered and stayed until it was over there. I left my heroic dead on the Flanders fields, on the rock of Corregidor, on the bloody hills of Korea and the Washoe Valley, and the sands of the Middle East. I am the Brooklyn Bridge, the wheat fields of Kansas, and the granite hills of Vermont. I am the coal fields of the Virginias and Pennsylvania, the Golden Gate and the Grand Canyon. I am Independence Hall, the Monitor, and the Merrimack. I am forest, field, mountain, and desert. I am quiet villages and cities that never sleep. I am a ballad dropped in a box, the roar of crowds, and the voice of a choir in a cathedral. You see the lights of Christmas in me.
Well, enjoy your day today, and thank you, and God bless America, folks.
Thank you, Senator. Is U.S. Congressman Mark Takano here? Mark Takano will make some comments from the California Board of District.
Good morning, veterans. Good morning, Rolling Thunder. Thank you, Coach Chamberlain, for being such a great leader. It's an honor to represent this district, Riverside, Winter Valley, Newport Valley, and the city of Paris in Congress. I am very proud also to be the second ranking member of my party on the Veterans Affairs Committee. I want all of you to know